Welcome to the Online Success Journey podcast, your opportunity to discover and learn from entrepreneurs like yourself. This is not your typical podcast, but a place where you can get the real story and find out how real people encounter speed bumps and detours, but journey through to find success. Now here's your host for the Online Success Journey podcast, Patience.
Hello everyone and welcome to Online Success Journey. This is episode 164. Are you ready to join the clan? Today we have Magnus Unemyr, author, speaker, the founder of the unemyr.com/blog, a leading source for marketing automation and artificial intelligence. He co-founded an international software company that built and maintained a distributor network in 50 countries. His passion is to help companies advance and grow their business by sharing his knowledge and an independent consultant. Hello, Magnus.
Hello, thank you very much for having me here.
I know the clan is anxious to hear your story, so let's get started with the basics. Can you tell my clan a little bit about your background, about what you did before you started your own business?
Sure. I've been working in the international software industry for more than 25 years. I started out as a software developer, creating software for the semiconductor and microprocessor chip industry. And I also developed technology for the Internet of Things devices, so various products that can be connected to the internet. And this is also called the IoT, short for Internet of Things. But already a couple of years working as a software developer, I changed to the product marketing department because I really liked talking about the products rather than developing better. And I later became first a product marketing manager and then later a product manager as well. But in the last 13 or so years, I have been the co-founder and co-owner of an international software company in the Internet of Things space. And during most of that time, I was acting as the vice president of sales and marketing. During this period, I helped to grow a software company from zero, from the start, to a well-known brand in our niche. And as you mentioned, I built an international distributor network covering some 50 countries. So during this period, I had to travel quite extensively, and I made many speeches in countries like Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, throughout USA, and also many countries in Europe. But actually, last year, I left that company, and I'm now working as an author, speaker, and consultant in the field of marketing automation and artificial intelligence. And so I currently make a living as an independent consultant by helping companies grow their business using sophisticated software and marketing technologies. And in particular, that is marketing automation or AI, for example, by helping develop chat robots for various customers. I have also written 5 books. For example, my first book, Mastering Online Marketing, that is about marketing automation. And the podcast listeners will get this book for free at the end of this show, so stick around to the end. And my latest book that was launched just a few weeks ago, my latest book is called Data-Driven Marketing with Artificial Intelligence. And as the name implies, it teaches how to use artificial intelligence in marketing. So that was a story from my business life in the past. Privately, I like very much cooking, and I enjoy eating exotic world food, for example, Korean barbecue or Japanese teppanyaki, Mexican food, and so on. So I think food is one of the delights in life, and I really like to spend time cooking in the kitchen as well. I have also been traveling quite extensively in my work, obviously for the past 2 decades, but I still love traveling for holidays, and I enjoy very much tropical islands in the Southeast Asian region, for example. And I've been to over 50 countries, and I think that some of my personal favorites include Thailand, Laos, Indonesia, or the Philippines. So I think that wraps up a little bit about my personal life as well as my previous business life.
What is the most dangerous belief an online entrepreneur can have?
I think that you need to at all times, you need to make sure that you get traffic to your website. So sticking around and just hoping for traffic can be quite dangerous. Obviously, there are many different strategies to get traffic to your website, including search engine optimization or paid ads. But it doesn't matter what kind of product or service you offer. Unless you have traffic to the website, you will not really be able to grow that, I think.
Why do you do what you do?
I have two passions in my work life. One is internet marketing, and the other one is advanced software. And so I try to combine those two passions and work with marketing technology or marketing automation, which basically is the combination of software technology and marketing. And also, I think this is a quite good place to be in terms of competition, because there are so many marketeers that try to offer services. There are so many software developers trying to offer services, but there are very few that have the capability and experiences to combine both to help use advanced software technologies for marketing. And so this is the niche and positioning I have been taking.
You've been in business for the last 20 years plus. What have you learned from business as a whole?
I think that consistency is very important. It doesn't matter if you start a blog and you write a blog post every day for a couple of weeks and then you get fed up and stop. You need to show up and do the work every day and keep doing that work consistently over time, and you will probably have to wait for the rewards and the results longer than you wish. Keep consistent and expect it to take more time than you probably want.
Can anyone be an entrepreneur, or are some people more cut out for it than others?
I think that everyone can do it. It's just a matter of learning what you need to do and, as mentioned, keep working consistently.
What is the difference between basic marketing automation and advanced marketing automation?
Yes, this is quite a good question. To some, having a registration form on the website and a simple email sequence for follow-up is marketing automation. And to me, that is just email marketing. In my mind, even basic marketing automation is much more. So, for example, in my opinion, even basic marketing automation systems should have functionality to track the behavior or the digital footprint of website visitors, where the marketing automation system knows exactly what web pages you visit, what emails you open, what links you click in those emails or on web pages, and also it should know what kind of PDF files or other resources you download. Even pretty basic marketing automation systems nowadays also have a feature called lead scoring, where the system can automatically assess how sales ready each lead is by giving every lead a numeric lead score that is kind of a guesstimate on how close to the purchase someone is. And based on the information from these insights, a marketing automation system can adapt the behavior individually for each lead. So, for example, it can adapt the email sequences or the content of an email. It can adapt the web page content by swapping the copy or the imagery of a web page, dependent on who visits that page, based on the previous behavior of that person. So, in short, a marketing automation system should be able to provide a personalized experience for each individual lead based on their past behavior. So I think we can conclude that spammy mass marketing just doesn't work anymore. And almost every company nowadays should use marketing automation to personalize the outreach and nurture leads through the customer journey towards the purchase, in my opinion, at least.
Will this artificial intelligence disrupt the marketing, and what can someone do about it?
Yes, AI is very disruptive, and it will transform the marketing industry, just like it will transform and disrupt pretty much every other industry on the planet. AI will create a massive change in business models. It will wipe out entire sections of supply chains as well. So I think we will have to accept the fact that marketing will never be the same once AI is becoming a commodity where most companies is actually using AI for marketing. AI is based on the fact that we use historical data to predict the future behavior of someone or something. And with AI, we can also predict the best response to those insights. And an AI system teaches itself over time to become continually better. And in effect, an AI-based software solution is self-optimizing or self-training, and over time makes better predictions as more data becomes available. And this can be used to build all sorts of interesting marketing features. So, for example, there are AI-based marketing software tools that can, for example, help in competitive intelligence or market intelligence and campaign management. There are AI tools that can purchase online ads automatically, and using AI optimization can change the ad budget over time. to make sure you get the best return of investment. Obviously, AI is used a lot for hyper-personalization to decide when someone should receive an email and what content that person should get. AI can be used for search engine optimization or commercial ratio optimization, content marketing, social media marketing, to enrich the data about leads and companies in CRM systems, and even for automatic sales prospecting, building networks of people's connections worldwide and finding out who is likely interested to buy your products as well. There are even AI tools that help improve public speaking. There are AI systems that can monitor your speech and provide insights as how you can improve your public speaking skills. Obviously, customer service with chatbots, customer journey optimization, where the customer journey is adapted and individualized for every lead, is something that will come strongly, I think, in terms of AI. So we will have to expect that AI will disrupt marketing and help drive hyper-personalization, I think, to a completely new level.
But wouldn't this AI take marketers' jobs or someone everyday's jobs? Because I can see that even in the supermarkets here in the UK, some of them, they are adapting this technology where you don't need to go to the supermarket. You just order everything and it's there for you. So what would an everyday person do now?
Yes, I read somewhere that it is predicted that AI will take about 50% of all jobs in the US within the next 20 years or so. So it is a very relevant question. To be more to the point, I think that AI will take marketers' jobs for sure, but only to some point. Some jobs will be lost, and that will particularly be those jobs that have to do with analyzing data and making decisions from that data, as well as repetitive tasks of any type. But that leaves more time for creative or strategic work. So I think that we can safely say that AI will most likely augment marketers' work and make us more efficient and help us make more data-driven decisions rather than making decisions based on gut feeling. So AI will take jobs for sure, and that will be more the numerical analysis and repetitive work. But it will also give us more time to do the higher value work, like creative and strategic work. So it will for sure change the way we work, I would say, at least.
When do I need to develop my own AI software?
So currently there are already hundreds of marketing products or marketing software products that use AI to improve their behavior. And most marketers will just buy a ready-made commercial software solution where the product just uses AI internally to do a better job. For example, an email marketing software can use AI to optimize the send time. So if you send a marketing email to 100,000 people, you will not send all of them at the same time, but rather you will send them at 100,000 different times. So every recipient will get the email exactly at the time where the AI algorithm thinks it's the highest chance that each and every individual recipient will open the email. So if you use commercially available solutions, there is no need to understand how AI works at all. It will just work under the hood, I think. But if you want to develop your own AI solution, you will have to do autonomous analysis or decision-making from your internal proprietary databases. And in such case, you will need historical data to harvest insights from, and you will need a data scientist and software developers to actually create the solution. But if you just want to use AI for common marketing tasks, you can just buy a ready-made commercial solution. But if you want to base those AI decisions on proprietary data, then you will have to develop your own AI solution.
It seems it is really intriguing, and again, I'm just worried that it is going to wipe out an everyday person. There are simple tasks they can do. I'm feeling this intelligence is going to wipe that out completely. But then, as you said, it leaves the gaps for the marketers to be creative and come up with something new.
For example, chatbots will be the next big thing, I think, after email marketing and social media marketing. So chatbots will be everywhere. And a chatbot can be installed in the website or in Facebook Messenger or in Apple iMessage, for example. And you will be able to have a conversation with a chatbot and ask simple questions. So staff at the customer service department will probably be reduced because chatbots will automatically handle 80% of the simplest questions. So it is a justified worry for sure.
Okay, in your 20 years in business, have you ever had a coach or a mentor?
Not a formal one. I have always had senior managers who have provided good help and taught me good good things. But I have never actually hired a commercial mentor or a proper formal mentor. No.
What is the most valuable thing your friends or people who you associated with in business has told you?
I think it has to do with ethics. To always work and behave in an ethical manner and step out of behavior or business deals where you don't agree to the ethics behind. Additionally, I think also the work ethics to actually show up and do the work every day and work hard is something I have learned from colleagues, previous bosses, and my family. So. But I think ethics is quite important and will be increasingly important, especially in terms of these online business times where we rarely meet people physically or in person. And having a strong personal brand where you have values and ethics that people trust is going to be increasingly important.
What grounds you?
Okay, I think that probably the biggest limitation I have is my lack of speaking perfect English. So I speak quite good English, but if I spoke perfectly fluent English, I think that would help me in business quite a lot.
Okay, let's talk about your business, marketing optimization and the consulting services. Tell us more about that.
Yes. So I write books and I make speeches, and that is mostly to build my personal brand and for visibility. But my income rather comes from marketing automation consultancy, and I help predominantly medium-sized companies to build marketing automation strategies. I help them create AI solutions to drive business insights and set up marketing automation solutions that put their internet marketing on autopilot. So I'm currently a solo entrepreneur and an independent consultant, so I have no colleagues. I work on my own, and I have both Swedish customers as well as international customers, and I think that works quite well these days to have meetings over Skype or a GoToMeeting, for example. It's not a problem to work remotely or have a location-independent business where I, during times, work from abroad. I think that is quite fine these days. There are so many good tools to help work remote.
What is your clientele? What is your consulting services? Is this for somebody, for the starters or medium business or people who have already into 6 to 7 figure? Who can this be benefit this one?
Yeah, I think every company, even solo entrepreneurs, should use at least basic marketing automation, because you can buy really cheap marketing automation systems that is priced even for solo entrepreneurs. But the services I provide is a little bit more advanced, and I would say that I target medium-sized businesses. So let's say having a turnover of at least €2 million or $2 million and upwards, because you really need to have a fair bit of traffic to your website, and you should have a reasonable turnover to make use of some of these systems. But let's say people or companies having 100 employees or over is probably the sweet spot.
Okay, where can we find your information and how can we get in contact with you?
So the best place would be to visit my website, unemyr.com, and that is spelled Uniform, November, Echo, Mike, Yankee, Romeo.com. And to the listeners of this podcast, I actually give away a book on marketing automation for free, Mastering Online Marketing. And you can download that by subscribing to a form on unemyr.com/subscribe. That is a book, it's roughly 240 pages, mostly on marketing automation and inbound content marketing.
Okay, who was this book for?
That book is mostly for anyone who is interested in inbound content marketing and how to automate the marketing using marketing automation systems. And that book, I think, is suitable also for solo entrepreneurs interested in this field. So it's a good book for to get the basics and intermediate level in marketing automation. Whereas my last book, the one on marketing with AI, is more for the corporate business leaders like the CEOs or CMOs, I think.
So, clan, there will be more from Magnus in a moment. If you are listening on one of the many podcast platforms rather than my website and you are encouraged by Magnus' journey, go to onlinesuccessjourney.com for a bonus portion of the interview. The Online Success Journey is a wonderful membership community built for people searching for the path to success. We are one big clan and you can be part of this community for free. Once you have joined the clan, click on part 2 of Magnus' journey or over 100 other journeys that are available and learn how you can find the right path for your own online success journey. That's a wrap, clan. Remember, success is a journey. Patience and Magnus.
This is not the end of the journey. We hope you've enjoyed listening to part 1 and want to be sure you know there is a second part to this and every journey podcast at onlinesuccessjourney.com, filled with even more success tips, uplifting stories, and even a bit of fun. There are dozens of episodes only available to the members of the Online Success Journey clan. Check out the website and click on Join the Clan for more information. Patience would like to thank you for listening to this podcast, and she has a free audio gift for you at her website. Go to onlinesuccessjourney.com for instant access to this gift. Of course, you know that listening to the journeys of others helps each of us chart our own path. So make sure you're subscribed to be notified as each new interview is posted. There are so many ways to stay connected to the Online Success Journey and to listen in. And if you're enjoying the podcast, we appreciate your help in telling others. One of the best ways to share the benefit you get is to rate and review it at Stitcher and other sites by clicking the stars or completing the ratings form, by clicking thumbs up and leaving a comment on YouTube, or liking and sharing the podcast on social media. To review the podcast within iTunes, simply open iTunes to the podcast, click on Ratings and Reviews, then write a review. On behalf of Patience, and until next time, thanks once more for listening. It is our hope that this podcast will guide you on your own online success journey.